Well, happening this weekend, you're invited to a rare glimpse to see the University of Arkansas's museum collection. We've got Laurel and Shannon here to share a little bit more. I'm just going to say already, my 10-year-old, you're making my 10-year-old very happy right now. Anything involving dinosaurs, he's all about. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Something exciting is afoot.
Yes,
oh, that's
indeed.
right. Indeed. Fill us in on Night at the Museum.
Right, so it's all about, we'll have a collections open house, and it's a really unique experience because typically when you go to a museum, you're seeing exhibits, you're seeing program space, and with this experience, you're going behind the scenes of the museum and seeing our collections. And there's over 7.5 million objects back there, so there's something for everyone.
Wow,
that's a
million.
lot.
Wow.
Million.
How do you begin to go through that many objects?
Yeah, so that's the thing. You can't do that all in one weekend.
Right, of course, yeah.
You absolutely
No.
can't. And every time I've been going to the museum for over a year, I find something new, I find something interesting. So this is a first event, but this is definitely not going to be a last event for the museum.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you bring us today?
This?
So this is actually a cast of the state dinosaur's foot, anyway. That was all that's found of it. It's named Arkansaurus Friday Eye.
Oh.
Very creative.
We
right?
have a state dinosaur?
We do.
state
As of
dinosaur.
2017, we
Wow.
do. So spread the word about it.
This is all that's left.
Yes, this
If
is
you're
all
wondering.
that's left. And
Okay.
if you come to the event on Saturday, we'll have the original specimens out on display. Those are 113 million years old. So this is a copy of it we brought today to keep the original safe.
Wow.
But
Wow.
How big was this dinosaur? Can you...
So if you
guesstimate?
imagine the size of an ostrich, but bigger, something
Kind of like
that.
an ostrich, but bigger than an ostrich.
Yes.
Just a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Very big.
Interesting. I love
Nice.
that. Why host this free event? You said it was the first one, right?
First of hopefully many.
Yeah.
So the museum, all of those objects, those 7.5 million objects, those belong to everybody, right? It's not Laurel's museum, it's not Shannon's museum, it's our collective history. And so everything in there, you need to have a chance to go through and see it. You need to have a chance to engage with it, learn from it. So that's why we're hosting it. That's why it's free. It should be for the public.
Yeah. I totally think it should. So with events like this, and your plan to have more of them in the future, do you think that there is a possibility that one day someone will actually have seen all 7.5 million artifacts that you have in there?
It could happen.
It could happen. And if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be you.
I'm trying. I haven't seen all
How
of them.
far do they range in size? Obviously, we've got this here, but do you have some bigger pieces, some smaller
Oh, yes.
pieces?
I mean, we have an entire mammoth skeleton.
What?
Whoa.
I know. We have the very first computer, which is probably 6 or 7 feet tall, doesn't get moved very often, very heavy. So
Yeah, so they
Nice.
do.
down to really tiny little seashells.
Oh. So from big to
Very,
mammoth
very
skeleton.
small.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
so fascinating. More questions I have on this dinosaur. Specific. Was it a herbivore, a carnivore, an omnivore? What did this dinosaur eat? Do we know?
That's a good question. I've seen kind of both. I'm not sure if that's been fully decided
Fully
yet.
fleshed, so still-
Yeah, but it's
okay.
a brand new. This is it's a brand new species. It was actually described officially in 2018.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
literally a one-of-a-kind species with a few copies, of course,
And
but
does
the
it-
originals.
Did it have that name because it was discovered in the state of Arkansas, or have some ties to the state of Arkansas?
Yeah, that's a great question. So there's not a lot of dinosaur fossils that have been found in the state. So I'm guessing part of Arkansas is because of that. Friday Eye, though, actually comes. It was found on the private land of a man named Joe Friday.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so Friday Eye
makes
comes
sense.
from that.
Yes.
There's some information for you right there on how you and your family can get involved with this free event. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining us
Thank you for
today.
having